Alright, should we just keep going and do the same thing over again, only with the other readings? I think we shall, because we need to get rid of them. But first, let's take a look at our mission center, mission control, and see what we have. Conduct temperature surveys of the moon. So even more of those. No. Where do these guys want to go? I just want a suborbital and orbital spaceflight on Kerbin. We could do that real quick. It's a nice change of pace. All we have to do here is build a rocket, which we already have actually, to get these two tourists into orbit and then back onto Kerbin and rescue them. Rescue Loster from orbit around Kerbin. We did a lot of rescue missions around Kerbin, so I'm gonna skip that one. Rescue Milden from orbit around Kerbin. Ooh, but I mean, we could try and do two at once. We never did that before, but we are going to do that for the people who are stuck around an orbit around the sun. So maybe we just skip those for now and do the tourist ferry mission, which is always fun. And easy by now because we know what we're doing. So let's do that. Nice change of pace here. Let's open a craft we already have. Don't I have a space tourism something or other? Sunship, okay. Space probe. Tourist orbit. I think this must be it then. 76,000. How much do I get for this mission? Because that's not worth it. I have no idea what this untitled spacecraft is. Let's just open this. Right, it has space for 2 people and a person to control the craft. Don't I have anything else? Anything better? Moon ladder, moon tourism, maybe this one. This is a little less expensive. And it's designed to go to the moon. Look at this contraption. It's crazy. I hate it. Well, this was obviously equipped for the moon, but it is cheaper, so might as well do it with this one, right? Why not? So let's get everybody in there. Jebediah is in there. Who are the freaks who want to go there? We have Anful and Roskin. Roskin, okay. This lower cabin here is the cheaper seat because they are very close to the heat shield and have a higher probability of dying upon impact into the water or wherever else we're gonna land. So, but they know that. They bought the ticket willingly, nobody forced them to. So let's launch this. Yeah, something went wrong, I know. Something always does. I think we can just go. Let's do a nice little south-north orbit this time around. We always do the east-west because it's easier to get to the moon this way and whatnot, but let's just do north-south. Let's do a nice little gravity turn, like you're supposed to. Just keep it on the line. Right there. Okay, let's follow prograde for a gravity turn, which Jebediah should be able to do. Should be able to build a much cheaper craft though for a nice orbit around Kerbin. Oh, we're wobbling. Yikes. Okay, let's get out of this. Are we gonna get to 70k on this rocket? I don't think we are. Let's just pull the prograde a little bit over. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, 30k. Getting up there. Okay, we're gonna have to stage now. Get the rest of the way with this one. I did kind of biff the launch, but it is okay. We have enough fuel to do this. Whoa. Let's just get to 70k on the apoapsis. Okay, there we are. And do our maneuver so we get into orbit. Which needs to be above 70k as well. Like so. A little bit more. Okay, I did something wrong there. Let's do this. Okay. Another nice prograde burn. We need to burn at T-minus 37.5 minutes. Seconds, not minutes. Right, let's do our burn. This is really just a money grabbing mission because we don't get any science out of this. We did that too often already. There's nothing new to be learned, apparently. Just want to keep the reticule on the blue dot, as always. Okay, watch this now. 6. Come on. What's happening? Okay. We are in orbit, so the parameters should be satisfied. Right, and we can already lower everything again. Might as well do it on the other side. Give those guys their money's worth. It is a little bit eccentric, that orbit. Don't know what went wrong there. But it's alright. We're just gonna lower our periapsis to 55. And then we are gonna re-enter. Okay. Turn retrograde, please. Okay, let's go below 40k. That should be enough. We can always burn if we're coming in too hot. Right then. Let's warp over here to the other side. We haven't really explored anything of Kerbin yet. I do want to do that at some point. But I need a better aircraft, some sort of better plane. Okay, do we burn the rest of our fuel, or do we just... Where are we landing anyway? Or coming down on? I wish I could see. So if I burn the retrograde a little bit more, we should bring everything down nicely. Let's try and land in the water. Yeah, I think that's the safest bet. Can always burn a little bit more to reduce our speed and bring it over a little bit more. All right. Maybe we jettison this now, but we still have so much fuel left. I hate to have this fly around out there. I don't know. Let's just get rid of this. Okay, now we can turn retrograde again. Get rid of this and see how we're doing in terms of re-entry. What about our booster? Where is it? Where did it go? Anybody know where it is? Kind of lost it. Hope it burns up in the atmosphere so we don't have to collect it again. With all that debris. Coming in very flat here. How about our heat shield? Okay, it still has plenty of heat left to be taken. Absorbed. We should have no problem landing this, actually. Okay, the burn is already reducing. Oh, a weird little strain of hair here coming out of my side of my head. That looks weird, like I just woke up. I didn't. Alright. Let's get those drag chutes going. A little bit weirdly angled here, so let's turn this around. That's nice. Let's get the rest of the chutes going. I'm not going to get rid of the heat shield because I don't want this lower person to perish once we re-enter. Well, maybe I do. But I think the worst that could happen is that we lose the heat shield. Let's risk that instead of losing a tourist. Okay. And splashdown. Oh crap, we lost both. Why? That was kinda poopy if you ask me. Crap, now I have to do all that again. Where was our last save? Next mission, right there. Son of a binky bonky, why did I do that? Okay then. Then you know what? Let's do something else. Let's go for a new craft. We have this bigger pod here where I can put Jebediah into, and these two idiots. Wait, did I not take the mission in the save? I guess not. Return to Space Center. Don't save. There's nothing worth saving here. Right, there it is. That's the one we want to do. So I'm gonna build this as cheaply as possible. We need, first of all, a nice parachute. And maybe we want some side chutes because this is gonna be heavy. Like so. Now covering up the windows, okay, I don't want to do that. These tourists paid for their stay in space, so they better get a nice view out of it. And then we need a nice heat shield. This one, plop it on there. Okay. You know what? We're not gonna do an EVA and nothing, so let's just whoops. Do this. Right, the windows are open, the hatch is obstructed, but we're not gonna get out there anyway, so that's good. And this should be enough to carry all that weight. Now let's go for a nice little engine here. Is this enough? 3,109 meters per second. Is that enough to get into an orbit around Kerbin and bring it back home? I don't know, actually. It could be. Might as well give it a try. Rename. Kerbin orbit. Okay, let's get the people in. We want Jab. And we want these two idiots here, Anful and Roskin, I think, were the ones. Yes. Okay. And launch again. Let's see if we can get into orbit with this rocket. Wait a second. I'm gonna revert the flight here real quick. Might have a little bit too much of delta V or thrust to weight ratio. Yeah, way too much. But we can actually more than half this. 1.38, okay, that's a little low. 1.63, it's a little high again. When it's somewhere around 1.5, okay, and for the sake of brevity, let's keep it there. And launch it back up. 3, 2, 1, go. This is coming out nicely. And it's very maneuverable. That's not usually the case with the rockets I build. Fuel is coming down plenty fast. That's kind of concerning. We're already at half. Let's see, we can always revert to the drawing board. Okay, let's cut it there. Let's see if we can get into orbit.